Hey, good morning everybody. Today's video is going to focus on real estate photography, and I am actually here at a photo shoot to kind of bring you a behind the scenes look at what happens at a photo shoot. And there are bugs in the air next to this gorgeous stream at this house that I'm getting ready to list here, and I'm going to talk to the videographer a little bit and kind of show you a little bit about what happens on a photo shoot. So let me let you behind the scenes. Okay guys, I'm giving you an overhead view just because this house is laid out to where I can do this. Showing you Mason getting one set of images for one of the shots, and you'll see that basically what he has to do is figure out where he's going to set the tripod and camera, and then he ends up taking sets of shots in 4 different directions, and those get stitched back together, and that's how we end up having a 3D tour. Okay, so you'll notice that I moved my perspective this time because the lenses that are being used, or lens, singular in this case, is what's called, I call it a fisheye lens because it's kind of fairly bubbled, and it gets information from like almost 180 degrees. And so if I had stayed where I was, I would have been in the shot a second ago. So every shot he does, he takes 3. So Mason, tell us a little bit about why there are 3 shots per angle.
So it's called bracketing, and it takes one dark picture, one middle picture, and one bright picture. And the reason why that is because whenever you stack photos like that, which again is called bracketing, it creates a very high dynamic range. And if you don't know what a high dynamic range does, is it's essentially how much detail you're getting in the dark areas or shadows, or the bright areas like outside or where the sun is shining. So when you stack photos like that, you can see the darks and the brights significantly better with very high detail, which is why we bracket.
Okay, Mason, and the other thing that you and I have been chatting about is how Real Vision allows us to be outside the home, not just inside the footprint of the house. So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of other 3D tour options that you could choose from unfortunately don't allow you to go outside. With Real Vision, we do have that option, which, you know, if we weren't able to go outside, then you wouldn't be able to see this beautiful waterfall right here. So it's just another layer of depth that our 3D tours give, being able to see the surroundings of outside as opposed to just being able to see inside through a window. You can actually experience what outside is really like in a 3D environment.
So as Mason was saying, when you come inside a house, even though in this house you have beautiful natural colored floors, the wood is not dark, the ceiling is not dark, it's not white sheetrock, but it's very light wood, and there are some significant size skylights and light fixtures. But when you go to an area of the room that doesn't have overhead lighting, just lamps where the fireplace is, you can see that that is dark. So in videography, if we brought in stand lights and umbrella lights, those would show as we panned around. We can use those in photography and place them in a way that they don't show up in the photographs. But in videography, that doesn't work as well. So we use different techniques based on the space that we are trying to show off to best advantage. So in the interest of giving you the pros and cons, I am going to show you something here in the master bathroom, which is awesome. It's got a double vanity area and a tub shower and toilet room separate. And if I bring you over here to the window, you can hear that beautiful creek that's right outside. And unfortunately, a 3D tour is not going to show you that little detail. So this is one area that a video would be superior, but we had to make a choice, and in this particular case the 3D tour won out because there were more pros than cons. But just wanted to show you one of the things that we would have highlighted if we were doing a property video here. So do you see why I love my job? It is a beautiful day. I'm out here in the woods next to this beautiful creek. Gotten to spend time in this beautiful house thinking about the best ways to market it. We've been here almost 3 hours, and Mason is finishing up with the capture part of the 3D tour with the cameras. And so what will happen next is he will send these images to a company that stitches them together, that will create the 3D tour for us, and that 3D tour will be published alongside the listing. That's going to help some people know if maybe this house won't work for them. Maybe the layout just won't work, but it will help some potential buyer figure out that this is where they want to live. This is going to be their new home. So it takes a little time. It can be kind of expensive. There are hosting fees that have to be paid for hosting the 3D tour, but the reason we do that is because it's worth it. It helps to market the property in the best possible way. So anyway, I hope you've learned a few things about pros and cons about 3D tours versus videos, and I hope that it was helpful for you to see behind the scenes without seeing one of those how-to videos. This is definitely not how-to. There are plenty of people out there that do that, but they get fairly technical, and maybe you didn't want that. I hope that this gave you the information you were looking for, and stay tuned for my next video. Remember, knowledge is a good investment.